done. And Kenny, a monster elimination game tonight. If you're the underdog and fighting for your playoff lives, what do you do to turn the tide in this series?
Oh, you got to play like there's no tomorrow, Ernie. Every 50-50 ball, those are those balls that are just rolling down the court. You got to get those. Every second chance opportunity will win. So, those small battles win the big war.
It takes only one big win to get that momentum back on your side. That happened for me and D-Wade back in 06 when we were down against Dirk. And the Mavericks 0-2 came back and won.
And that is it for us.
Can you dig it?
As we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
It's Game 4 of this Eastern Conference quarterfinal series. Down 3-zip. It's a survival contest, no doubt. Will the series end here tonight? Thanks for tuning in to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Take a look at the Bulls. They're facing elimination, and the fans in this building know that this could be their last game of the year without a tremendous effort.
And in a lot of ways, I feel like the pressure could be off. I mean, you're down 3-0. Nobody's expecting anything from you at this point. They can just go out and let it fly.
I agree with you. I mean, that's exactly right. You've got to win this game. You're down 3-zip. Play freely, play confidently, and let it all hang out.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, Green, he's in at shooting guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
I asked him if this team still believed that they could come back in this series, and he told me absolutely. The guys know we're in a hole, but we've had our backs against the wall before. The pressure is on them now to close us out. We can just go, play our game, and try to get back in this series. We'll watch and see that happen, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here's Green. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. And Morris throws it down.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Outside for Gasol. Here's Rondo. The teardrop falls in. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
He didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Rondo passes to Butler. Drops in the layup for 2. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Green slams it in.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rondo kicks to Gasol. Screen by Howard. Back to Rondo. Unloads from 13. Another one falls for Chicago.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Morris outside. Back to Drummond. Rebounded by Howard.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night. That free throw, no good. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Green with a screen for Jackson. Outside, Green. Green, the screen. Drummond dishes to Green. 6 to shoot. Jackson kicks to Drummond. From 18 feet away, they get it again, and it's sent back by Howard. Butler attacking to the paint. Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Rajon Rondo.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Green against Rondo. Green kicks to Patterson, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Some changes for Chicago. Udrich comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Livingston in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Detroit, Smith checked in for Patterson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jennings in for Jackson. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Hardaway's checked in for Chicago.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
They set the pick. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And while we've got a chance, let's now take a look at the regular season's slickest passing team. The Bulls in second. In the third spot, the Pistons.
Kevin, I don't really think you can call yourself a good offensive team if you don't get assists. I mean, you have to share the ball. You have to be able to knock down shots consistently. And I think both of these teams did and will continue to be great at setting up the offense in the postseason.
Hardaway hits them both. Pistons trail by 3. Kicks it to Green. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Green's got 8.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Feeds it to Udrich. Back to Williams. The 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Jennings kicks to Smith. Smith sets the pick for Jennings. Now the feed to Drummond, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots from the right block. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Jennings passes to Green. Drummond sets the screen for Green. And again, it's Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his second bucket tonight.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Drummond. Here is Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Williams with a clean look. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. To the middle, here's Green, and he comes it down.
How much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, if it was any other player, it may be surprising, but he is just so good.
One of the few guys in this league with that kind of move in his arsenal.
Here's the screen. And Udrich kicks to Howard. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket. Caldwell-Pope's got his first basket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here is Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Jennings dishes to Green. From the arc. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Green. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Detroit. as they end the first quarter with a big 11-3 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively. Two huge improvements for him. Ray, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
Welcome back to Game 4 as we get ready to start things up again. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Howard is out there with Pau Gasol. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Adams in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He ended with 29 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Here's Adams after Pau Gasol's bucket. Howard kicks to Rondo. The 17-footer. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Gasol.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
We got to be more physical on defense.
A different look here for Detroit. Drummond comes in for Chicago, going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Howard. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jimmy Butler. Leno Udrich, he's checked in for Jordan Adams. And it's Livingston in for Rajon Rondo. Detroit also making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Patterson. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Morris. And it's Green in for Brandon Jennings. Pistons trail by 4. Jackson passes to Green. Back to Jackson. Smith with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Pistons keep it alive. And the wide open shot from Green. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Now the dish to Udrich. It's stolen by Green. And now the Pistons fast break. Jackson's got the ball.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Livingston dishes to Gasol. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Gasol's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Bulls lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you've been consistently able to find the open man through the first 2 quarters. What have you seen that you've been able to exploit in this defense?
All of it, really. I mean, I see the whole defense as something I can exploit. And honestly,
I got them running around like a chicken with his head cut off right now. I'm just having fun like it's a pickup game at this point.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly. We welcome you back to our coverage of round one in the NBA playoffs. You look at Freakin', he has been everywhere.
And you know, when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Green in a two-guard. Patrick Patterson is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in at the one. And Green slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And here's Rondo, following the bucket by the Pistons. From the stripe, the rebound by Patterson. The Pistons leading. Patterson a screen on Rondo. Lots of room. Again, the Pistons score.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Howard. 5 points in the game. Rondo gets to Gasol. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his third rebound tonight. Green passes to Patterson, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Morris, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Morris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Green against Butler. Here's Drummond. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Adams, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. And then for Detroit, Ilyasova comes in for Drummond. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. That's good.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jimmy Butler. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Green dishes to Ilyasova. Morris kicks to Patterson. Green, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the first one at the line is good.
Talk about great numbers for Green. 15 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the Pistons making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Jennings with the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game. He'd be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Green with the block. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Ilyasova is screen on Butler. Ilyasova sets a screen for Green. He dishes it to Johnson. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's 10 points. Here's Green. Second shot opportunity, and Johnson lays it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Hardaway's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Udrih comes in for Jordan Adams. And it's Livingston in for Rajon Rondo. And both free throws good for Green. And Chicago has possession. A 12-point game. It's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. Jennings passes to Green. Down low. Ilyasova dishes to Caldwell Pope. Detroit, no good that time either.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk. Angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's Green missing. The Bulls have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Howard with this screen on Ilyasova. Here's Udrih. Williams kicks to Livingston. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway passes to Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
Hardaway, no good.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
And the shot is good. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Screen by Howard. Hardaway dishes to Howard. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Green, the screen. No coverage that time. And it's 7 points for Brandon Jennings.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him and he had to take it.
Pass to Green. From deep. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Livingston kicks to Hardaway. And it's off the back rim. No good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Smith with a wide open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Smith's got his first bucket in this one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pistons ahead. They're up by 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round one matchup. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 11. Rajon Rondo is out there with Livingston. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Howard. And it's Butler in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the officials call over the bag. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Now here's Rondo. Over in the corner, Livingston. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Derek Williams, he checked in for Dwight Howard. Bulls trail by 11. Butler passes to Rondo. Green with the block. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession.
So far in this game for Rondo, he has 8 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement and needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
11 feet away, and it's Green missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Nice move. He stepped back and catched it up. And that's now 11 points for Rajon Rondo.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Green dishes to Patterson. They grab their own miss. And Gasol sends it back. Livingston kicks to Rondo. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. That's good. The Bulls making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Pistons leading by 4. Green, the screen. Jackson passes to Green. And Gasol comes to help. Green kicks to Drummond. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Free throw, no good for Drummond. Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Rondo wide open, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Rondo's got 9 points now in just the second half. Green against Rondo. Double by Howard. It's Drummond with the drive.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Williams. Morris with the block. Green dishes to Patterson. Taken away by Williams. To the paint. Shoots from 12. Howard slams it back in. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
So it's Chicago now after the basket by Detroit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Jackson. Green with a screen on run. Green passes to Drummond. 5 to shoot. And Green slams it in.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Doubled by Howard. Back to Jackson. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
That's good from Gasol on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. The Pistons have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. We're of 9. Jackson kicks to Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he knocks down the first one.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And both free throws good for Green.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, Detroit. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gasol.
Sometimes it's as simple as just being recommitted defensively. They've stepped it up here in the second half at that end of the floor.
Green dishes to Jackson. Drummond passes to Green.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Bulls trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Rondo kicks to Gasol. Shot is off. Good D by Drummond. And it's Detroit's ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Chicago's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Rondo kicks to Gasol. Baseline try, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 10 points for Pau Gasol. Pistons leading by 9. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Green dishes to Jackson. The drive by Green makes it off the glass.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pistons.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Green. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Butler connects on the 17-footer.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rejected by Gasol. They get it back. Howard with the steal. Here's Butler. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. What a performance through the entire first round. Greg sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, plenty of assists for you tonight. The ball was changing sides of the floor. How fun was it for you tonight to keep setting up your team?
Oh, it was a blast, Doris. To me, there's no greater feeling of accomplishment on a basketball floor than when you make a perfect pass to a teammate, set them up for an easy score. To get that and win like tonight, it's amazing.
Hard to doubt it was a job well done. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
Well, it's a great feeling when you're the guy that helps your team close out a series with that kind of game. You know, the way he had it go, he's got to be feeling very confident going into the conference series. He left it all on the court tonight. He didn't look too fatigued, though. I'm sure he still has plenty left in his tank, buddy.
What an unbelievable night he had passing the basketball. He was in total harmony with the other four guys on the floor and created countless easy chances with his assist work. That was a great performance. When he passes like that, there's no way they can lose.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this entertaining Round 1 series. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you for Round 2 right around the corner.